When Hassan al-Mahmoudi smiles, it's contagious. But now, at times, that smile doesn't shine as bright. Instead, it's replaced with nightmares and fear of police.
They traumatized this kid. He's got lasting and significant injuries as a result of this.
Brody McBride is the al-Mahmoudi family attorney. He says back in August of 2019, right at the start of the 6th grade, Hassan was able to leave his class and walk beyond the main gates of Murray Manor Elementary School to a public sidewalk. McBride says school staff eventually stopped Hassan.
The school called parents and said Hassan had gotten off the school grounds and they needed to come to the school.
McBride says the school also called the La Mesa Police Department. When Hassan's parents got to the school,
they saw Hassan, who was hysterical, crying, sitting on the curb, handcuffed behind his back, surrounded by 7 to 8 La Mesa police officers.
McBride says even more disturbing than the images of a child handcuffed is knowing the challenges Hassan faces in normal settings. See, Hassan was diagnosed with Down syndrome. McBride says he's largely nonverbal and unable to communicate in complete sentences.
His behavior and just overall demeanor after the incident took a real turn for the worst. For days he would just cry for no reason. He started wetting the bed, and probably the most pronounced was his fear of the police. He's terrified of police now.
Hassan and his family are suing the La Mesa Police Department, the La Mesa Spring Valley School District, and several people, claiming battery, negligence, and Americans with Disability Act violations, among other things. The lawsuit claims La Mesa police officers unnecessarily and unreasonably handcuffed and subdued Hassan solely because of his disability. It says Hassan should have never been allowed to leave the school building, much less the school grounds, and officers should have never handcuffed and subdued him.
I find it very hard to believe that these 7 to 8 officers, all grown men, all trained, with all their equipment, genuinely believe that Hassan posed a threat to them.
Yeah, I really don't understand this. 6th grade, 11 years old, special needs, Down syndrome. Could there be any reasonable explanation for this, for handcuffing him? Donald Schweitzer?
Yeah, Vinny, before I answer your question, let me say that I'm a father of a special needs son. And every parent who has a special needs child doesn't want to see something like this. They don't want their children being mistreated or mistaken for something else. But I did do a little research on this story, and I've read the police report response to what had happened. According to the police, in this case, this young man has been aggressive in the past. He broke from the school. He was found at an intersection completely naked, and the police had to bring him back. It took 3 officers to subdue him and address him. He apparently was very much out of control, and it's a sad, sad thing. I guess if there's any lesson to be learned here is that we need to recognize when people have special needs and perhaps, be a little more sensitive to them.